Hello everybody and welcome back to Twitter Horse TV. Last time we were talking, you were hearing from me about what a fantastic new purchase the Dark Angel was. Jeremy was away for a few days trying to catch some fish. I think he managed one in about 3 days fishing. We're now going to pass over to him and get his professional views on the new purchase of the Twitter Horse.
Thanks, Eamon. Yeah, really pleased with him. He's a nice cut of a horse. I think we certainly ended up getting a value horse. The horse looked quite forward in his breeze, though I'm not sure that this is necessarily the case. I expect him to take a little bit of time. Just looking at him, he looks like he's still got a bit of developing to do, especially behind. But all in all, he's a nice horse.
And Jeremy, what would your plans be now for him, at least for the next month or so?
I think we'd give him an easy couple of weeks to start with. He's had a fairly tough prep getting ready for a breeze up sail on what was a pretty firm track too there at Doncaster. So we'll introduce him to the sea walker, the treadmill and the gallops, and I think we'll just then see where he goes from there. But I'd expect him to just let down over a couple of weeks and then we'll start again.
Brilliant. And then in terms of when we'd like to see him on the racetrack, what would your thinking be there?
I think given the time he'll have off, won't be too long. So I would be hoping that we'd get him ready again in July.
Brilliant, thanks. As the Twitterati will know, all being well, and that involves approval from Weatherby's, the horse you're looking at right now will be called Trending. We've also gone ahead and reserved the name Hashtag. And over the weekend, we've actually spent quite a lot of time trying to work out what would be the best way to get hold of the next horse in the Twitter syndicates. Before I actually talk about any potential future options, I would like to take another opportunity to say thank you so very much indeed for the amazing interest and support we've had. I mean, the horse you're looking at in front of you there, I mean, we started off thinking we'd try and get 50 members. They agreed then to expand the syndicate up to 60. And actually right now we've got sort of 70, 80 people looking to be involved. So that's the reason right now that we've been sort of forced into what's the next steps. There are actually going to be full details on all of the options we're looking at on the website, on the Social Media Racing website. But just in brief, just to sort of talk through some of the options, we could easily go back to the Breeze Ups. There's a sale in Arcana in France coming up that we could go back, get the Icemen together and look for the best possible horse. Some interesting options possible indeed on doing free leases. We could even go to the Horses in Training sale in July and look for a horse with a bit of form and get Jeremy to work his magic and improve that. Or we also have an option here for a horse, quite a special horse that we'll give you some more details on now.
Thanks, Eamon. This is a Namid filly out of Carabine, which makes her a half-sister to a nice little mare of ours called Sutton Vini, who's won 5. And we also have Sutton Vini's full brother in Crew Cut, who I expect to run in the next couple of weeks, who's shown us a bit at home as well. The family's not an early developing family, but this filly has got some nice scope about her. She's a lovely mover. She's been educated now at home, has done everything asked of her, and I look forward to sort of getting on with her in the future. Thanks,
Jeremy. One of the most enjoyable things over the last week or two as this new exciting venture has unfolded is how collaborative it's been. And we really want to continue that now as we move forward, which is why, and the steps that we've actually outlined on the website for the possible way the syndicates should be structured moving forward, we'd really like your feedback at this time. And not necessarily in terms of, you're going to buy a share in this or a share in that, but tell us what would be of most interest, and also feel free to post any comments and suggestions you have, and we'll definitely be back in touch. Thanks very much.